Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is my second video, or should I say my second project. Uh, if you have seen my previous video, you already know that I am absolutely new to Adobe Illustrator and to the world of graphic designing. And I am a student who is trying to document his journey of learning. So today when I was going through videos, tutorials, looking at things, and I realized the first thing that I need to practice if I want to get good at it is to work with basic shapes. And this is from the toolbar, this is the basic shapes tool that allows me to build shapes. Here we have the rectangle tool. So I'm gonna work with these things today. I want to work with the rectangle tool, the ellipse tool, polygon, some of these things, and try and see what I can learn from it and manipulate it. So I have selected this. The shortcut is M. So as I can see, I can build a basic rectangular shape. This is if I just freely draw it. If I press shift, uh, it makes everything proportional. And if I press alt, okay, it fixes the center point to the point of origin from where it is starting, the shape is starting. And if I press shift and alt both, it will not only grow proportionately but also center pivot it around the starting point. Okay, so I'm gonna just press shift and see what happens, or keep it just free like this, a long bar. Okay, so the moment I release it, I can see that there are these corners and these rounded points, which I have come to know are called the anchor points, if I'm not wrong. I can hold them and drag them to give it a rounded shape, a rounded rectangle. So I'll keep it sharp for the moment. And from I go back to selection tool, which is V. The shortcut is the letter V. So I can hold it and drag it. Uh, I can create its copy. I can press copy and then paste, which paste is quite far away. And but there are other options of pasting it as well. I go to edit, and there are these different options. Copy, paste in front, paste in back, paste in place. Okay, so paste on all artboards. This is something I really don't understand at this moment. So I can just press copy, Control C, and paste in place, which is Control Shift V, and I can see I have a second copy. So with this I can create many shapes. And the other thing that I know that I learned is if I press Alt, I can drag a shape out of it, so I can quickly develop many shapes. So what I'm going to delete this. So the other thing that I've learned is rotation. Obviously, as I bring the cursor close to the corners, it gives me this shape. This one will allow me to rotate it, and this shape will allow me to scale it. If I press shift, so it grows proportionately, and if I do the same while rotating, it rotates in clicks of, as I think, 45 degrees. Yes, so I can rotate it by 90 degrees and take it here and create a copy. Control C and Control Shift V, paste in place, or simply press Alt and create a copy. So yeah, these are the first basic things. Now, the other thing that I was able to understand is that complex shapes are all formed from basic shapes. So like I have this one square, and then let me take a copy of this. I press Alt, and I'm working with Windows. Oh, sorry. I first need to select it, press Alt, I can create a copy, select it, press Alt, I can create a copy, and then I can go back and press this, and I can form these eyes and mouth and weird simple shape that I'm trying to make here. So it's like a nasty, upset looking robot on two legs. So yeah, complex shapes come out of basic shapes, but I'm not that great an artist at the moment, so I'm just trying to work with simple things. So this is with the box, the rotation, the anchor tool, and then scaling it up and down that I can do. I'm going to delete this. And the other thing is that how to work with these corners. I can scale it fine, I can rotate it fine, but what if I just want to move this one little corner? For that, there are these two tools. One is the anchor point tool, which allows switch between anchor point types to make angles or curves. Let's see what happens. If I press it here, what happens here? Okay, nothing. I pressed it again, nothing. Let me press and drag it. Oh, fine. So when I do this, it will give me these handles to allow me to turn this fixed shape into some organic shape, or whichever way I want to change it, mutate it. This is what it will do. So I can release it. If I press it here, this is a handle. Okay, it automatically gets deleted. So okay, if I don't do anything, if I don't just click and leave, then I can move it. But the moment I just click on it and not hold press, just click, it goes back. So I hold the corner, I drag it out, I can twist around, I leave it, and the diamond shape seems like changing. I don't know. If I hold it, I can hold the single side, and as I can see, the other side is gone. Okay, so I will learn about more about these things. As you can see, I'm just trying to work with these, with what is going on. What happens if I press shift? Okay, it allows me to again move in 45 degrees, or I can work around with these, or I can press this, I can press this, it goes back. So this is what happens with the anchor point tool. If I select this, the curvature tool, it will allow me to create and edit curved and straight lines. So I can edit the straight lines. I hold it, and what happens? This is what I was looking for. This allows me to really manipulate the shape. So does anything happen if I hold shift? No, nothing with control, nothing with alternate, nothing with the combination. So this is like a more free tool. I will have to be careful. Okay, so it does try to automatically click to straight lines. As you can see, I slowly bring it and it becomes straight automatically. So if I stay within the limits, I can keep it straight uh, like that. So I can manipulate the shape, and now these are like two parallel sides, like a quadrilateral or a parallelogram, or even like a trapezium. So I can manipulate shapes. This is what I was looking for. So I can create a copy, and how do I flip it? I can do these clicks, and there you go. So I can create more shapes out of these simple shapes. I press Alt, create a copy, I press Alt, create a copy. So now, as you can see, I can press Shift, and something's coming out. I can give them different colors. This one, where are colors? Swatches, colors. Okay, swatches are fixed colors. Let's make it red. Let's make this one yellow. Next one is green, the primary colors, and the blue. Okay, so you have something. Not exactly great looking, but you have something. So I can make it by arranging it in some sort of pattern which will make it look nice. I can reduce the size of it and reduce the size of this one by pressing shift, and trying to create some shapes. Oh. So this is wow. So this is what I'm learning. Can select both, I think, and rotate them, move them, place it here. It's a corner design now. Oh no, I just need to set these two and press shift and rotate, hold and keep it here. That's another design. I can push it down to match with this. So we have these two corner designs, like some sort of design label. So I'll delete this, keep it aside, keep this here, keep this here, keep this here in the corners, keep this here. So these are automatically happening. I don't know how, there must be some setting that is making it click automatically somewhere here. I don't know, in effects now, somewhere here, the base. So if somebody can tell me this, oh, this is called smart guides. Maybe it could be that I need to learn more. So that is helping to keep things in, I don't know, what should I say, in control somewhere. So that's what's happening. So let's try work with the uh, ellipse tool here. With the ellipse tool, if I draw it freely, okay, I can draw free shapes. I press shift, it should make it proportionate. There you go, circle. I'm pressing shift and moving. With alt, I think it will create the center point there from where it started and move it around, the same thing. So I can delete this and press alt and okay. So with this way I can keep the center point fixed. I press shift also. This happens. Do I press control? Nothing. This is just shift alt pressed and I get a proper circle. So I can press alt and no, delete this. Okay, I need to press V, selection tool. I press alt, I can create a copy. Again, it is automatically trying to align everything for me. The software is trying to do everything for me or something for me. So it is giving me all these kinds of alignments in pink color. I hope you would be able to see on the screen. Make it intersect, so that can help me, in creating fixed shapes like big eyes of the owl. So I'll delete this, and if I again create a copy and what was it, paste in front or paste in place, and I press shift, move it in. I can see there is smaller shape, but I move the shape. I'll undo this by pressing Ctrl Z. I will press shift and alt. Okay, now this is giving me a perfect little shape. As I can also see now that the path has also become sharper, or should I say finer, smaller. So the size of the path also changes with the size of the overall, of the object. Okay, so I can give it another color, uh, let's say yellow, and give this one, let's say blue. So I can create different combinations. uh, so the one last thing that I want to do right now is that they say from these shapes I can create more shapes by combining shapes. Let's say I combine this and this, I can form something, or I can cut out shapes. I can cut out this one. For this, it's called the shape builder tool. Create new shapes by combining and erasing parts of simpler ones. Let's try to do this. Pre Control Z, bring it back. Take a copy of it, and take a copy of it, and let's try to combine this. I will select both of this and select this tool. It's showing a plus sign, so I can combine this and this and this. It will give me, wow, this one simple shape. I can color it, whichever way I want. I need to select, it's not coloring. Okay, again, I always forget this. I need to press this selection tool. Now, if I, yeah, there you go. It's like a stamp. You can hold it from above, and it's like a stamp shape. Okay, this is we have this here. Let's take another copy. Alt, another copy. Alt. Let's this time try to delete something. I can press it again, and if I press Shift, nothing changes. Control selects the box. Alt, oh, with Alt I get this minus sign. So I usually try to do this. Press Shift, Control, Alt combinations to see what is going on. So if I don't press anything, it gives me a plus shape. If I press Alt, it gives me a minus shape. But it is only doing with this box, not with the, what am I forgetting? Okay, I again need to press selection tool V. No, not this. I need to go here. I need to select both. So this is, as a new learner, I can notice that I often forget that if I'm pressing some other tool and I need to select something, I need to go back here. The shortcut is V. So go back to V. Do something here, go back to V, selection tool. Now let me try and press this, Shift M, shape builder. Yes, now I can see shapes. So what can I do now? I can subtract. I press Alt. Let me cut out here. We cut out this. So I get this concave shape. Again, press V. I'm not going to forget this. And I have this now. We cut out chocolate bar. So let me try and create a half circle. And for that, I will, take this tool builder shape, oh sorry, the shape builder tool. That's I don't remember the names. I'm learning the shape builder tools. I think this is what they're called. Anyways, this is a rectangle tool. I'll take this one and I'll go here. But if I want a perfect half, I need to align it with the center of this one. With the there you go. Let me delete it like this. I need to bring it in the half. Now it will give me a property. So I will select this, press Shift, and I have both the shape. I go here, back to the shape builder tool, and I press Alt, which gives me minus. Now I can click on it, it goes away. Click on it, it gives me a perfect D. This is wonderful. So I can, what else can I do? Let me, if I press go back to here to the selection tool and press Alt, create a copy, keep it here, or let me just press Ctrl Z, and if I press Shift and make it no, okay, Ctrl Z. Let me create a copy of Ctrl C, and then I will place it in front. Now let me hold Shift and make a smaller shape. I will go back again, Ctrl Z, and I'll press Alt and Shift together, and this gives me a smaller shape. And now I can move it around and place it here, with the center. Now I can select both this and this and keep it away. Again, go into this shape builder tool, press Alt and minus. There you go. I have a curve. So these are the things that I have learned, that from simple geometric shapes, complex shapes can be formed, and we can manipulate the simple geometric shapes, we can combine the shapes, we can subtract the shapes, we can make more shapes, meaningful shapes and designs by cutting it out. So I'll delete this. To end this video, I'll just delete this. I'll delete this. I'll bring this here, bring this here, delete this, and give this, gray color, this a little lighter, this even lighter, this uh, even lighter shape, and take this. I'm just playing around, scale it a bit. Now, one thing that I haven't done is I have not played around with straight lines, which is here, the line segment tool. So press shift, press shift, press shift, press shift, and this is it. So I can work with these. There is so much more that I want to do, but the video is getting a little longer. I will do and create some sort of design in my next video, having learned how to work with these shapes. Thank you so much.